Oh my gosh, Furnimals got their new support. I'm super psyched about it. They've just, oh my gosh, I've been playing Furnimals a ton. Furnimals are just awesome. I'm just going to do a deck profile right here. I'm going to use DN and I'm going to show you the deck. Right now, it'll be something that I can just explain, show all the cards and show the new cards, and that way I can really express to you what's super good about the deck. Alright, so we've got the Furnimal deck here. I've been working on this a lot, and this is the best build I can possibly come up with. There are very few problems with it in terms of what Furnimals can do, and I'd really like it if you guys would play the deck before you judged it, just because it looks a little strange, but it works amazing. First of all, I'm just going to start off with just what all the cards do. First of all, we got Bear. There's the effect if you want to read it. What he does is, the only reason why we use him is we use him at 1. He's not important. His effect is horrible for the deck. But what we do with him is, it allows us to make this guy. And he's our Truckroid of the deck, so he's good. Next, we're playing 2 Cat, and just to kind of skip over, we have the 3 Rabbit. Rabbit is one of the new cards. When Cat is fusion summoned, you can add the Poly that you pretty much fusioned it with back to your hand, and when Rabbit is fusion summoned with, you can add any Furnimal card back to your hand. You can only use one of his effects per turn, just like this one, just like pretty much everything else in the deck, except for this guy. But what this main point is that you can use this card and this card to fusion summon. And you can do this, and you can use the Edge Imp Scissors, and you can make your other fusion up, called Toy Scissors Wolf. Now, moving on, we have 3 Dog, the new card. Another one of the new cards. When this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can add an Edge Imp Scissors or a Furnimal monster from your deck to your hand except for himself. This is an amazing effect, and this is what pushes the deck amazingly. This is an amazing card. I keep saying that. The main thing is it's special summoned from the hand. They do that. They do that with that and the Owl. It has to be special summoned from the hand, pretty much saying that you have to special summon it off of the Toypot. But the main thing is, what he does is he lets you search for this card, which you can already search for it a ton, but you can add back that or one of these guys that you need in your hand for the fusion. Next we have the 2 Lion. I like Lion. I was thinking about going back up to 3, and the main thing that the Lion does is it allows you to go up, and lets you, he's like your main dude. You throw him on the field and you chill. Because he has 21 in attack and 16 base, and at 16 base is amazing. Then we've got 3 Owl. Owl searches for Poly. He pretends to be Poly if you want it to, which is just amazing. For some reason, just Konami's got this fetish for putting little glasses on the owls. I don't know. Owls are wise, I guess. He's good. And then we have the 3 Edge Imp Scissors, because this is the main card. This is how you make the fusions. It's like it cuts up the stuffed animals, and it is the stitches for it. Next, we've got 3 of the Scarm. You have to run him in the deck. He is an official card. He'll be releasing in the same set as these cards, which is amazing. But he is very important for the deck, because what he does is he searches for the tour guide or this, and you run 3 tour guide, 3 this, 3 this. You could cut down to 2 of this if you wanted to. This card is the Plague Spreader, so you can return a card from your hand to the top of the deck to be able to special summon it from the grave, which is amazing. The main thing is this card searches for this and this. You can summon tour guide, special this, XYZ. The main strategy of the deck when you can't do other stuff is make Fortune Tune. I like it. I'm this close to running 2. It's an amazing card. You can only use the effect of it that recycles stuff back once per turn, but that doesn't even matter because it's a good card. Next, we're also playing 3 Junk Synchron. This was another thing that makes the deck really good, because we can bring back this card, or these cards, which are all level 1, and we can bring back this if we want to make a quick 5, but the main thing is we can bring back these for level 1s, and I'll explain that in a little bit. That is her monster lineup. For spells, we have 2 Creature Swap, 2 Poly. You search Poly, and he pretends to be Poly so much, and you recycle it, you don't need more than 2. 1 7th one. The thing is, even if you draw it, you can just throw it on top of your deck using this guy, and then you can just draw it again next turn. 1 Soul Charge, because we do have a ton of monsters, and when you fusion summon a bunch, you can special summon a bunch, but the thing is, you can't get the effects of this guy or this guy when you special summon them from the grave, so there's no real incentive to do it besides paying a ton of life points to summon a bunch. It's not that bad, and I would suggest doing it, but, you know. Next, I am only running 2 Toypot because it's a bad card. You think it's a good card, and you use it, and when you draw it, you try to use it. That's your first thought is, oh my gosh, I have this, I have to use it, and that kills you sometimes. You burn your hand advantage away and all that stuff, but the main thing is when it's destroyed or discarded, you can add from your deck to your hand something, which is nice. And then for traps, we're running 2 Deep Prison, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Phoenix Wind. You can mix this around, but the Phoenix Wind is kind of the important part of this, because you can discard this, or this, and you're in a good situation. Because if he goes to the grave, you can use him again. If he goes to the grave, you can search for a tour guide, and if this card goes to the grave, you can search for this or a Furnimal monster, which is all amazing. Plus, you're gonna put cards back. Cards you can use more of this. You can use Chalice. Chalice is nice because it does not get stopped by Wiretap, and it's Effect Negator, and it's not Veiler. Next, we got 3 MST. I'm not playing MST, as you can see in here, and the thing is, I don't ever need it. I don't have issues with it. I've used this card as an MST because I can pitch this and put the card back. You can run another Poly, more Soul Charge, more of this. You can use Breakthrough Skill if you want to use more traps, and then these are XYZs they're Synchros that I've been really considering using, but I just haven't gotten to use them. And then there's also Dante, which you can use because he'll fill your graveyard with stuff, but if you use Dante, I would suggest playing more Soul Charge. And this card just works really nice for that kind of thing. Next, we've got our fusions. We've got the Scissors Bear. He only run one because you only run one bear. 3 of him. This is your main card. I'll explain a combo after this. We've got 1 Armory Arm, 1 Balmung, simply because going this guy into a level 1 is nice. 1 Armades, and 2 Beelze. The reason why is because you throw a level 4 on the field, they stay there. Especially with this little trap lineup we got going here. And with cards like Creature Swap and stuff like that, you are guaranteed to pretty much have level 4. Especially with being able to pull Edge Imp out of the grave. And summon this, bring this out of grave, synchro with that. Or summon this, bring the Owl out of grave. 5, 6, 7, 8. You've just got it. Beelze is easy to make in this deck, and it's a really nice card. And that's why I've been considering running Lance or something else in the deck, just to help fight against the obvious Shark Knights. For XYZs, we got Leviathan Dragon. This card could be cut for this if you wanted to run it. We've got Alucard. Fortune Tune is your main card. You go into Fortune Tune as often as you can, and because of how quickly you get to the tour guide, you get it often. We've got Shark Knight and 101. The reason why you run those is this. I mean, you can XYZ with your level 4s, but you don't find yourself doing that much. The main thing is the 7th one, gets you Shark Knight and C101, and that's my favorite one of the C's and stuff. I mean, you can do any of them, but you know. And then Gauntlet Launcher. This is kind of part of your little combo. But what you can do is if you get this, this, and this in your hand, you activate this, send all 3, alright? This puts back this puts back this guy, I guess you can do. And then just return another card from your deck to your hand, with special summon this, fusion those 2 together, and then you can now just do an amazing combo. I mean, now you just got 2 monsters out, 2 level 6 monsters out, both which that can attack twice, which is exact game. Well, one of them can attack 3 times, sorry, the other one can attack twice, which is 10,000 damage, plus you can main phase 2 XYZ summon into this or any one of the other generic rank 6s. This one's my favorite one to play, and it's an amazing little combo. And you can do it relatively easily, especially with all the combo searching and stuff. All you need to do is get the Edge Imp, and you can get Edge Imp with this, 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 this. And then you need to have Furnimals, which you can get with this, this. It's just really, really nice. This card actually does come in handy because we are running a heavier monster count now. And worst comes to worst, you can discard this to do something else, to draw and hope for a Furnimal. And if you don't get the Furnimal, who cares? Because you just got a search off of this card, getting you to your tour guide. That is this build. Those are some of the main combos of the deck. I am loving Furnimals. It's one of my favorite things to play right now. It's just really simple, really easy. It's got really funny little combos and such. What the deck does is it really focuses on being able to do this stuff. It's really silly, really fun. Post in the comment section what you think about the deck. Please don't hate on it too much, as it is Furnimals and they've only announced these cards. But before you say anything bad about the deck, go and play it. I want to see what you guys think of my build. I want to see what you guys think and what you would change. Go right ahead, take out the Leviathan and put this in there. Tour guide for me is just a free Fortune Tune and Alucard. Those are the only rank 3s I've ever summoned. And then this is just an amazing little combo you can do, and you'd be surprised how much you find yourself doing that little combo of just summon, special, bring back, or summon, special, you have a level 4 on the field. It happens. So tell me what you think. If you don't like the deck, tell me why. Make sure you've tested the deck before you start hating on it, because it's a pet peeve of mine when people just start hating on stuff because it's not one of the meta decks. And that was the deck. I really like the deck. It's super fun, it's super easy, and based on the current rarities in Japan, they're all going to be commons and rares. Like, there's going to be no problem getting your hands on these cards. The hardest cards to get will be something similar to, like, maybe trying to get some of the XYZs or Synchros if you're trying to play it. And I'm definitely going to build this in real life, despite the hype train. Screw you all on the hype train. I don't care. I'm going to build this deck, and it's going to be fun. It's a very, very fair deck. There are combos that you can do to make it really good, such as you can OTK, as I explained, but it's just, I really like the deck. Tell me what you think of Furnimals and all this stuff in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, do everything else, and show all your friends, and as always, have a wonderful day. Yeah.